Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Instinct is up 2-1 over Dynasty. We are going into game number 4. Capture the flag on Zealot.
Yes, I'm assuming that Instinct vetoed CTF Countdown, one of their weaker maps, one of their weaker ones, and I believe Dynasty chose, they obviously chose CTF Zealot because I think Sanctuary is just a tougher map for them, for Instinct to play against them.
You know, it's an even playing field. You don't have to worry too much. And, you know, Dursky, with the way he was hitting those snipe shots at the first game, I mean, he's taking those weird angles. Perfect for Zealot.
And let's jump in with one of the Dynasty members. I do not care who, but I just would like to see how they're going to turn this around and bring the series back if possible. Dursky, who has been
Genius just reads your mind.
He does.
He's like, oh, well. He's on respawn for another 9 seconds.
Yeah, and just goes to show maybe Dynasty's not playing very well right now. Just bad starts to every game. Looks like we already got flag pull from Instinct. Even though this isn't going to turn into anything, it just shows how aggressive Instinct's being and how well they're playing right now.
Well, it may turn into something, Dave. I mean, Dursky's doing too well. Now, Dave, starting off the beginning, yes, you have the initial firefight, and you're looking to control top gold. But outside of that, is top middle of importance for you?
It's of importance when you have top gold and you're trying to take over the other team's base, because you have the options. All right, if they're going to try to push a landing on my teammate, I can put shots and help him. If they're over at health pack, I have a different angle to help assault them. And, you know, you can pretty much swoop in from health pack, clear up any kills, keep them trapped in their base, and then go over and grab a flag. So it's important when you have control, and then when you do not have control, it is without a doubt the most important thing to take over top control. Because you have the choice of either flanking over to their side of the map and then trying to push from landing, which takes a long time. You're talking about a good 10-15 second flank route.
Oh!
Great snipe by Ogre2. He is playing so good.
Yeah.
Playing so good.
Ogre2 and Ola actually just ran that flag by themselves.
Yes, and to finish my thought, I just want to point out that top middle is the best route to take over top gold, because you can push from your street to landing and then going top center. So you have to have a couple different angles, especially when trying to fight against a sniper.
Pistolo now moving down into ring 1. He is waiting for his teammates to spawn up. He has Ogre2 spawning on the street, and here comes the push, and he's able to go on a killing spree. Will he get a double? Accidental zoom. He will get the double. That is going to be 3 members down for Dynasty. Destin is in a one-on-one fight with a guy top middle. That is going to be Lunchbox, and now his teammates will be coming off the spawn. So Ola's going to be spawning under the base. Now, Dave, that's kind of like one of those spawns where you're not happy to get.
No.
You have like 2 options, and one of them is to die. So how do you avoid that?
When the other team has control of your base, you have to slowly work as a unit. Like, you cannot just go one by one dying up the spiral, or trying to be a hero and just going through bottom center, going, you know, all these different routes, because you have to work as a team to eventually get back to your health pack and actually take control. So in some cases, you might want to poke up spiral, help shoot someone a health pack, but in other times you might just want to even wait for a teammate and push up together instead of going one by one and dying.
Well, Tazak's just going to get crossed by all angles, but somehow he's going to stay alive, and finally Pistola will be able to take him out. That's going to be 3 members down for Dynasty. Destin, the only one alive. He does have the grenade launcher. Pistola's going to jump off of the hump, and now because of that, he will be grabbing the health pack, the grenade launcher, and possibly a flag cap here. Still looking. He sees a guy running top street. Pistola just kind of hunting around. Lunchbox is pushing top gold. Pistola now moving top middle. Ogre2 sandwiching the guy at top gold, and here comes
the situation
Roy.
I was talking about. You can help shoot landings, help shoot their flag, and at any moment in time, he can just push across bridge to health pack and go get a flag pull. So he's just so versatile being top center.
Yeah, and plus you have those shields, which just are the biggest nuisance of all time.
Yeah, and besides being able to get, you know, to be able to hide behind him and stay away from being shot, the most important part is that they're transparent. You can actually get information that whole time. You can see where people are running. So it's not like you're in the blind. You know exactly what the other person is doing in that situation. So it's such a good spot to be in. Such good cover.
Finally seeing some life out of Dynasty here. Tizoxic will be running the, holding down the flag as Lethal's going to be running it. Destin now is going to be full no shields now. Ring 1, Dursky picking up a nice kill. He is going to secure his health pack for his base, and that's going to be 3 members down for Instinct. This is a guaranteed cap. It is all tied up 1-1 with 4 minutes to play, and Tizoxic has strategically positioned himself to run this other flag. They already have it top gold.
Dursky leaving the sniper's teammate. I would like to see Dursky run back to his flag right now, because Joe is 1 shot, and he has to finish his run for him. It looks like they're actually going to take it a little bit slower and just have Tizoxic still run it, but Dursky finally comes back. So if he had been there in the original time when I said like he should have pushed back with it, he could continue that flag run, and they would most likely have already had this cap.
Well, this is a big play for Lunchbox here. He's one of 2 members alive for Instinct, and finally he was able to stop the flag carrier, but not long enough. He could not delay him. And Dynasty will regain the lead here over
We're seeing
Instinct.
some life out of them, like you said. I would love to see another Game 5. This could be Instinct's 3rd Game 5 series if Dynasty's able to pull this one out.
Well, they have had just one of the most difficult brackets. Classic and not even the quarterfinals, and then you have Ambush in the quarterfinals. Just absolutely crazy.
Yeah, and we put them up on the main stage so much, not because there isn't better matches, but it's like this is the best possible match we can see. We have so many good matches going on with Instinct.
Yeah, oh, Lethal with the complete choke there. He should have had Ogre 2 killed. Ogre 2 was luckily cleaned up. But however, there's going to be 3 members down for Instinct, and they are going to get the very fortunate landing spawn. Pistola coming off the respawn, helping out his teammate, LBX. That's going to be Lunchbox. And now Dynasty has to re-strategize here and figure out how to get top gold, because right now Instinct isn't missing.
Yeah, it looks like both teams are just going to try and muscle their way through top gold. They had both teams had 2 or 3 members there, and so just going to see who hits their shots. And nades are so important in those situations. If you're able to save your nades, and especially on landings, you're able to get 1 or 2 people weak with one of those nades and just at least back them down, get the better positioning.
Well, the next time we have a team get full map control, we are going to go into an Astro listening, but currently we're just going to still play this out. Actually, no, here comes full map control, so crank up your 840s. We're jumping in with Instinct.
I'm looking at top right. I might die. I can't run this. Lifting wing. Watch out. They're landing. Watch out still. I got him. 2 dead. Last guy behind me. Ring 1. Ring 2. Last guy. Ring 2. He's gonna nade you. He's gonna nade you. Bottom main. Ring 2 still. You're good. Still last guy. Ring 1 shot. Ring 1 shot. Their side ring 1 shot.
I'm going for 2 hard. I'm going in hard.
Ring 1 weak guys. Ring 1 shot in their front jump. Ring 1 weak in their front jump. Ring 2. Ring 2. I didn't know, man. I died. You guys ring 2, guys. Maybe looking our front jump, you guys. Another guy 1 shot. Not 1 shot.
We're at 1.
Weak ring 1, guys.
I can't see him. Very weak.
Get ready to pull this. 2 dead.
We can't.
Watch out ring 1.
Watch out ring 1.
Watching their side.
Oh, that was terrible too. Where'd it go? Dude? What the fuck?
I don't know, man. They're bridge, guys.
Watch out on the main ramp. They're bridge. They're on their base. On their base.
Our hall, absolute. Our hall.
That's 2 there.
Ring 2.
Ring 1. Stay alive. Stay alive, Jason. Last one.
One shot, ring 1.
Your last one. Stay alive. They're
They're
behind you, Jason.
You guys spawn right behind you. Go ring 1. They're landing. Stay down. Stay alive, Jason. Chasing. They're landing with sniper. Top center weak, guys. Top center's weak. Ring 2. Ring 2. They're landing side me. Top center. They're landing side me. Look at me. 2 dead. 3 landing. 3 landing. Watch out. Watch out. They're landing. 2 dead. Watch out. They're street. Go. Push.
I need help. They're street. I needed it. I needed it. I didn't get any nades on there actually. To the street. They're flag. Over there. They're flag too weak. Hey, behind me. I got nades from top center. Ring 1. Stay alive.
They're spiral already.
Nice!
Go on.
2 dead. They're landing 1 shot. They're landing weak.
They're landing 1 shot. Dirty's weak, top gold, they're landing. They're all gold, they're all gold. I'm ready to live, I'm ready to live. Bridge.
I got the flag right too. We can shoot. I just see if I can do that.
No, we can shoot. The two guys weak.
Sniping their flag. Sniping their flag. Sniping their flag.
Go got landing.
He's still sniping flag. He's just sitting there.
Go
sniping flag still.
What's that top gold?
Top center. Top center.
Nine shots. Come in, I got snipes, Samsy, come in. Last guy, where? They're flag, sniping. This guy, Jason. Last guy still. They might still landing. He's there, sniping. Sniping, they're landing on the pillar. Right there, Jason. On the pillar.
Front jump in ring 2. On ring 1. On ring 1. Stay alive.
I have 2. They're landing to gold. They're landing to gold.
Stay alive. Ring 1. I need help. They're light. They're landing.
Top gold, chills, weak, they're landing.
Front jump. Front jump. Front jump.
I didn't get him. You guys stay alive, guys. We're all ring 2. Get out, guys. Tom and
Ring 2.
Jason.
3 shots, ring 2. Bottom gold. Bottom gold. That's okay. Top gold. He's top gold. They're top gold. Sniping our landing, maybe.
Top middle.
Sniping our landing.
Our landing.
Sniping our landing. We got
2 guys there. I'm going to
Spawn
landing.
board. Stay alive.
I'm looking at landing.
Come here, board. Sniping our landing.
Weak goes weak, Tom. Find you weak.
Watch out.
Our bridge. I died. 2 guys weak here. Nice.
Watch out our flag. Running flag. He's running in the street right now.
We're all dead.
It's all good. We might have to give it this gap. We might have to give it this gap. Somebody go bottom. Nice.
Watch the lobby, guys. I got 1.
Third tunnel, 2 guys. I needed it.
Watch his nades. I'm still on their landing.
Nice, guys. Keep staying alive.
Beautiful, beautiful play,
I
guys.
don't see anyone.
Roy's on their flank.
I got Roy.
Nice. They're tunnel weak.
Pushing up, pushing up.
Guys, on their flank.
Ring one shot. I got him.
I'm running it.
I'm running. Watch my back.
Yo, ring 1 or something. Ring 2. I don't know where. Ring 2, watch landing.
They're
Ring 1 lifting the landing.
I'm dead, TJ.
Lift the landing. Lift the landing.
Yeah, they're landing in their flank. Two
They're
guys
landing.
landing.
Last one, Sean. Keep running. Gotta get back to gold.
2 top gold and 1's ring 1. Ring
Front
2.
of base,
Top
easy.
main and bottom mainer.
Our bridge, front of base.
Ring 2 no shield. Ring 2 no shield.
Our flag, TJ. He's weak.
He's dead.
One shot.
Runner base
Another
again.
one gold
Runner base.
jump.
Ring 2 weak. Ring 2 weak.
On the flag, guys. On the flag.
no shield.
Running it.
Bottom main, where is it?
Where's my shot? He's ring 2 hiding. I'm pushing gold. I'm pouring gold.
Flag
Two
guy.
landing.
Five guys weak.
Nice grenade, there.
Another one on it. 3 on it. I got it.
I got
Run it. I'm gonna go for ring 2.
Their health.
I hear you.
He's gonna go
I'm
for
gonna have snipe.
I died.
Alright, I'm not grabbing snipe. I'm just going.
Get down. Watch out, help.
I'm getting
Bottom main, Ryan.
bottom main.
And top center, Ryan, after that, top center.
Top center's weak, Roy.
Guys, I died. It's on it.
Our jump up. Lunchbox is weak.
Nice.
No one.
Go tunnel. Front base.
Sean, you gotta
Front
touch
base.
it.
He's gonna jump up. Last one. He's gonna jump up.
Did touch on that flank.
All right, guys. All right, health, guys. I didn't get a reach, I got a touch.
He's on it.
They're dead. They spawn.
I'm coming, TJ.
I got it.
Nice. Ring 1.
Let's go.
Ring 1, guys. Ring 1.
One more, guys. We got this. We
Pushing
have
gold. I'm at gold with snipe. 2 top gold. 2 top
I'm
gold.
landing.
2 top gold on my X now weak. Our landing. Back up. Another one,
I
TJ.
didn't kill one. She's one shot.
Stay alive, Brian.
One
Stay alive,
shot.
Sean.
Dead.
Gonna be our
landing.
flag.
Bottom
Gonna
man
be our
got a shot.
flag.
Get the shot. Just show man. He's coming at you.
They're running our flag. They're running our landing. They're running our landing.
Stay alive,
Five guy
Sean.
might be
Just
weak.
go hide in the
Five guy's dead.
Nice. To that.
We're at. Our bridge. Our flag.
He's our health. I'm putting gold.
They're running it. Is one our flag?
And we're back on board here. Toxic and you saw Lethal both nading their landing and get that pick. And that's why I said it's so important to run to the left side, to the outside of those posts. You are going to avoid those nades that those people are going to try to desperately throw across the map.
Yep, and now the flag is at their landing. Instinct is going to be able to take down 3 members. Durski's going to get a touch. He's going to get cleaned up, though. And now because of this, Instinct will be able to maybe get this flag cap. But more importantly, they still have complete control of the map. Here it is. They're only down by 1.
Huge swing. You notice Dynasty just kind of feeling like, dude, we could possibly get this last cap. Let's close it out. And with that mistake, they're 1 cap closer now.
Lunchbox pushing on the landing. He's going to be cleaned up. Lethal is going to be able to get a double kill. Roy now absolute no shields. Ogre 2 is the only member alive. He is forced to air up the landing. This is kind of suicide, but he will be able to get a back leg. Hits him with the nade, and he will stay alive. Ogre 2 is just playing phenomenal at this point.
Great play by Ogre 2, and also a bad run by Dursky. He could have ran that to the outside of the post. Just those small little details is what's going to separate these top pros. That's going to stop these caps from being, collected. And that was actually used my vocab wrong there, but it's going to basically prevent these stops.
Nah, dude, it's cool.
Stopped.
Nah, that's cool, man. I'm all for it.
I've noticed I've been using my vocab completely wrong. I'm always saying like they're playing so well, and like instead of playing
opposite,
playing great,
you know?
good, yes.
Yeah, complete opposite. Well, it is all tied up. We are 2 minutes and 40 seconds left in regulation. Next cap will win, obviously, but we will be potentially here for 17 minutes. But at the pace these 2 teams are playing, this is probably going to be over by the 15-minute mark.
Yeah, we're going to have to see. So obviously next cap is going to win. And it's flag at home for this. So I know we had some small dispute yesterday that I believe it was the straight ripping and ambush match that they must have the wrong signs up, and I believe ambush captured 5th flag when it was not at home. So it's too late to go back on that, and obviously someone must have loaded the wrong game type, and it might have had a small impact, but overall in this game type, you're going to have the flag back. And I hope that Dynasty takes this slow. They have to get these slays. The worst thing that they could do is try to force this cap and let Instinct get a counter cap and end their winner's bracket run.
Oh, Roy and Ola working hand in hand. Roy's going to be able to help Pistola get a triple kill. Now Ola's going to, come on! You jerk. Taking a look at the Xperia Sony smartphone poll, 90% of you have voted and said that Instinct will close this series out. And Lethal's going to spawn right in the crosshair of Pistola.
Pistola's going to chase up these last 2 members, and that did lead to it. It's going to be GG. Dursky's not going to get a touch. Instinct closes out the series.
Instinct finds himself in the winner's bracket finals once again. Give it up for your 2011 national champions. Or don't. Well, taking a look at the stats here, Dave, what screen is that?
it looks like our performance of the match is going to be from Pistola, going positive 11. He went 29 kills, 11 assists, and 18 deaths, along with the most caps for his teams. So give it up for Pistola. Give it up for Instinct once again. The crowd's been a little silent today.
Yeah, well,
Unless, of course, you want to be silent and you think StarCraft is better. That's up to you guys. we don't need booze then, so I just want to hear you guys be loud.
Oh, you're funny. You're funny.
All right.
Well, Dave, what was the difference maker there overall?
Difference maker there overall was Instinct was patient. They let Dynasty make mistakes, and they took advantage of that. And we actually have Bravo on the floor right now with an interview.
Is he there yet? I don't know. He's a very slow walker.
He's almost ready. So
like Bravo's one of those like, oh, I'm going to take my time and kind of waltz through this.
Yeah,
yeah, he's a diva already. He's like,
so
oh,
some of the biggest
don't
differences
you
in that
see
series,
my
though,
staff
were those
badge?
mistakes, is you notice that Dynasty tried to force out the end of the games. They would try to like force an extra cap, try to do things unnecessarily to close it out instead of using time on their side. So I believe that was one of the biggest differences.
There's the lovely green jacket of Ryan Towie. He's got matching sweatpants, gelled hair.
And you gotta admit that he makes a big difference for the squad.
Oh, yeah.
They have a coach that they can trust, and we have Bravo down there on the floor with a member of Instinct. I believe it's Roy.
Right now. Hey, thanks, guys. I am here now with Roy. You guys have an awesome performance here now, dominating the winner's bracket. Tell me, how's your guys' communication? Is you feeling just riding that momentum now into the season?
Yeah, I feel like when we're communicating well, when we're screaming, when we're into it, we're pretty much unbeatable in my opinion.
Awesome. So tell me, there's a lot of amateur teams here, who might not have played in tournaments before. How do you find that balance between, screaming, really getting into it, but also not letting all of the important communication go to waste?
To me personally, it depends on the type of player you are. All of us are extremely competitive. We want to win every game, so we're giving it 100%. So yelling just gets us all into it and makes us play our best.
Yeah, obviously something that each team has to delicately balance, how they want to have their communication style. Shady Halo Kids, who's actually made some noise now in this tournament, they have a much more, laid back, everyone's kind of calm. They finished the one shots, but obviously for you guys, it's working much better this way. Now tell me, throughout this tournament, what do you feel, without obviously giving away too much about the veto system, what maps are you enjoying playing?
For the most part, we've been vetoing Pinnace every time, but this series we went down 1-0. We knew that was one of their weakest game types, and so we decided to ice them, and it worked out, and we ended up winning 3-1.
Okay, great. Lastly, on Penance, we saw you guys do some interesting things. Obviously, that's the first time we saw that game type on main stage. Obviously, is your goal right there just to control back green?
Yeah, I mean, the most part just to want to control up top the entire game. You have angles on everything, and at the beginning of the game, we kind of lost control of the top, so we played it really slow, which is unfortunate for you fans, but we're playing for money here. We got to play it the right way, and we came out with a W.
Right, obviously you're going to play, at the competitive level. That is the smartest play to do on that map. So, Roy, thank you so much. Best of luck in the rest of the tournament, and we're going to go to a quick commercial break.